Hello dear students, today we are going to start fourth function of management, that is directing. Earlier we have studied three functions of management like planning, organizing, staffing. Now we are going to study directing. So as its name suggests, it is a process of instructing, guiding, inspiring, supervising, and motivating the employees to contribute to the best of their efforts for the achievement of organizational objectives. Directing activates and subordinates to act and influence the action of subordinates in order to ensure that the task being performed by them would lead to efficient implementation of plans and realization of organizational goals. So following points are important in concern of directing. It is one of the functions of management. It is a process of giving instruction. It is a process of guiding the subordinates. It is a process of keeping an eye on the working of employees. It is a process of motivating the personnel working in the organization, and it is a process of leading the subordinates. So, what activities are included in directing? Issuing orders by a superior to his subordinates, supervising the employees when they are performing job, motivating them to perform more effectively, leading them towards the achievement of overall goals of the organization. Some definitions are given by certain authors like Kunz or Donnell. According to him, directing is the executive function of guiding and observing subordinates. According to William Newman, directing deals with the steps a manager takes to get subordinates and others to carry out plans. Ernest Dale said, directing is telling people what to do and seeing that what do into the best of their ability. It includes making assignment, explaining procedures, seeing that mistakes are corrected, providing on-the-job instructions, and of course, issuing orders. Now let's see the characteristics of directing. So, directing is a pervasive function because it is performed by all levels of executives. It exists at every level and department of the organization. The top level manager directs the efforts of middle level managers. In the same manner, middle level managers direct supervisory level manager, which further directs their subordinates. Therefore, we can say that directing takes place wherever superior subordinates relationship exists. Next one, directing initiates action. So management initiate actions through providing direction. Directing is the function which initiate action in the organization, while the other functions like planning, organizing, staffing create preconditions for action. It is directing which converts plan into results and provides the basis for control. Next one is directing is a continuous function. Directing is an ongoing activity. The work of a manager is not merely accomplished after issuing orders and instructions. A manager has to continuously guide, supervise, and inspire his subordinates. He must continuously take steps to make sure that work is progressing as per plans. So, it is a continuous throughout the life of the organization. Next one is directing flows from top to bottom. Directing flows from top to bottom as it starts from the top level management and ends at lower level management through organizational hierarchy. Obviously, direction is provided by the superior to subordinates, not by subordinates to superior. So obviously it flows from top to bottom. So it is started at the top level management. Next one is directing is performance oriented. Subordinates do the things as per the original plans. Directing converts plans in actual performance. It is not only related to direct the performance of individuals, but also to bring efficiency in performance for the achievement of organizational goal. Next characteristics is it acts as a link pin between all other functions, as it creates a link between preparatory functions and the controlling functions of the management. That includes planning, organizing and staffing. There are some other characteristics also, like directing deals with the people. So it is that part of management process which is concerned with ensuring that people in an organization act in an efficient and effective manner. So it deals with the people because it molds the human behavior in order to achieve the organizational goal. Directing is also a dynamic function because the techniques and methods of directing have to be changed with changing organizational or external environment of the organization, like social environment, technological environment, economical environment, etc.